with Moses Waiswa, Uganda Cranes player, and I am really excited, guys. Send in all your questions because I'm excited. This is the Weekend Step Fair where you choose your favorite dish. You don't want to miss this today. I am excited. Welcome with me, Waiswa. Hi.
Hi, Jean, how are you?
So I can't imagine I saw you in this music video.
Yeah, it's my friend called the Vixen. We're good buddies, so
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Does that mean
yeah.
some of us who have no musician friends are never gonna be in any music videos?
I think you can be. Maybe some other time when you're shooting one, I shall
Ooh,
connect
give
you.
me a
Yeah.
shout. Yeah? That was really cool. Honestly, seeing you in there, that was really, really cool. This is Moses Waiswa, Uganda Cranes player. I call you the last man standing, and I'll tell the people why in the
Okay.
show.
I also want to know why you call me that.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, how are you feeling with the situation that's going on and everything that it's like a crazy, crazy time for everybody.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because it's been long since I ever went to see home, like see my parents, my friends, and everyone. So it's kind of stressing, but we have
Mm.
no other option but to stay strong and just keep praying all the situation comes to be fine again.
Yeah, but I've been seeing your videos. How is the training been going in this period for you?
Yeah, it's kind of more challenging than people think. Like trying to work on your own, it's very
Mm.
difficult most times, yeah. But you try to put in the work.
Yeah, it's actually difficult when you're on your own without the teammates for somebody to push you. But
Yeah,
you as
cause
a professional, you know that sometimes you just gotta get the work done in, isn't it?
yeah, cause most times it's more important to do behind the scenes. Cause most times people see you perform on the field and they just think maybe it's football is quite easy, but sometimes it's most work is put in behind the scenes. Yeah.
Mm. But how did you get into football yourself? Because you're so good.
You know, I haven't told people this. Maybe I'll make everything clear on this Instagram live. Uh,
Yay! Guys, you don't
yeah,
want to miss it. Yes?
yeah. I chose to do the style I'm doing when I was, I think, in primary seven. Yeah, after the Barcelona Chelsea game, I loved Iniesta's way of playing, so I was like, I'll try to not to imitate, but I'll try to do something closer to what he's doing here. So that's when I chose to play like this. And most people think it's easy because you look less a bit sometimes, but it's quite hard sometimes because you have to put in a lot of effort to be accurate in whatever you do, passing, dribbling, and everything. Yeah.
With the Ugandan setup where there isn't too much support in the academies, I think at your age when you're still little, was it a bit challenging for you to get into the whole playing thing and get the whole thing moving for you? Was it easy or it was a bit tough for you?
I would say it was kind of tough because when we were growing up, football was for the I would say yeah in Uganda. Yeah, so my parents didn't. My mom mostly didn't want me to play football. They wanted me to be more of a reader and maybe become a doctor or something. But me, I chose football because it was something I wanted to do.
That really made me laugh. And you've actually reminded me of something. Footballers, oh, actually, footballers and musicians are the ones who normally had like that crazy hair. So,
Yeah, yeah,
every time like a footballer felt they didn't have any kind of different kind of hairstyle, they feel like nobody would recognize them as footballers. So that's quite something. We both went at St. Mary's. How did you get the deal to come into St. Mary's? Because it wasn't easy for a baller, to come there.
yeah. My first try was in 2010. I got a bursary to come there in 2010. I was in Form 4,
Okay.
but it wasn't right for me to move when I was in a candidate class, so I had to call it off. Then in senior 5, it was quite easy
Mm.
because they already knew who I was, so that's how I ended up at St. Mary's.
But when you got to St. Mary's, how was it for you fitting into the setup? And it was kind of an easy life in terms of the living because, ballers were like on top of the world. And
Yeah,
especially you boys,
but
I think at your
I will tell you something about me. I remember I was first in Chibuli SS. It's so strict. There's no football thing like football as a big or what. Then I went to Old Kampala. So there they don't mind about footballers. You have to go to class and you have to study hard. You have to like push yourself. No one will take care of you.
Mm,
So when I came to Chitenda, I still had that mentality.
mm.
Yeah, but when like I saw the live footballers and I was like, wow, I miss this because this is how a footballer has to be treated. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I came from Gaza High School to St. Mary's and I saw the way they were treating ballers, and for me this is the kind of professional setup that I always wanted to live, you know. We had
Yeah.
freedom to do everything we wanted, you know, you train almost well half a day from school and then go and
Yeah.
rest, or you did everything you wanted. And at that point, because we thought nobody could touch us, we are kind of throwing the books away and we're thinking, okay, it's all about football. So that was quite
Yeah, that was the crazy part, because everyone thinks when you're 10, they automatically have to be someone who has the brains to study and stuff. But I saw the way kids treated us in school, like they feared us, they treated us like celebrities in school. So it was kind of crazy at some point. Yeah,
Do you know what? I wish someone from St. Mary's does come on here one day and they tell us what's actually going on right now, because we did a nice life when we were out there. And
yeah,
Mulindo actually was really nice to us, used to give us some, you know, some pocket money or whatever that thing was. That was a
and
nice thing, you know.
mainly me, I was a problem to him. Me and some guy called Roach Bob. Whenever we were broke, we could just run to the office, sit there like for hours, and want something in our pockets.
Mm.
Yeah, so but it was like a dad to me. So I always be thankful to Molindo.
I
Yeah,
know he's done a great job developing a lot of talent. You can see most of the girls, the women and men who have passed reached they are different in such a way that they've gone on to do a lot of skillful things, you know. So it's not a nice thing for him to do, you know.
because I'm sure everyone will be telling about this. Molindo, the way he treats footballers is the way professional a footballer has to be treated. Though, okay, I won't say it's professional, but
Mm.
he's at least trying.
For a
Yeah.
school setup, I think it's not too bad, you know.
Yeah, because we never lacked anything in school. Boots were there in time,
I
shingles,
know.
everything. Yeah.
It does is we had everybody, but and I want to ask you, how is it like being there and that pressure that you guys faced to produce the result? How was that?
It's always tough that you have to win. It's really tough, but it's a good thing in life to be competitive. But instead, there is no number two. No, you always have to be number one. So it's something that would be how do I say, bring a lot of pressure to you, but in a good way. You enjoy the pressure because you're paid. You have a good life. Yeah. But it was very challenging because me with the school I was playing in before, number two, number three, it's okay. Next time better. Yeah.
I know. I think it's now thinking about it right now. It's a good thing that he installed that competitive nature in us, and we had that pressure on our shoulders that we had to win. And if you got number two, you're not good enough, and you never got any privileges. So it put
Yeah.
us under that constant pressure to perform, and that's how it should be thinking about it right now. Even if at that point we felt like, oh, you know what, we came number two. That's not too bad, you know. So it's
Because
but
this reminds me of when we lost in Buganda against the young junior team in Chitende, the team A. So the next day they have to lock us outside the dormitories so that we go in class in the early morning around 5.
mm.
So it was that tough.
Was it an easy decision for you after your senior six to stay there at Vipers?
But no, at first I was gonna sign for Vipers after school, but I thought I got a better deal to go to Sweden. So everyone wants to be outside Uganda, wants to be professional, yeah. So I had to just come back for a second chance in Vipers.
All right, actually, I think I remember that.
Yeah,
What made you go back?
because it was home. 2 years in Chitende, same players, same coaches, and Vipers employs people who went through Chitende. It's easy,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it felt like
But
home. It felt like I was there. Yeah,
as you played at Vipers, you flourished, you became so good on top of how good you are already. And everyone was so excited to see this talent coming in. But you ended up being the only local player at some point to be called
yeah.
into the national team. How was that feeling?
The feeling was crazy, but I'll tell you that a week into that camp, where they invited like 30 local best players on the training ground before the pros came.
Mm.
So I have friends. I really have supportive friends like Saddam Juma, Alan Chamba. They were like, you know what? We have to make at least one person go to the
Mm.
starting 11.
Mm.
Yeah, and we had a friendly game, Cranes against Cranes V11, 11 V11. Yeah,
Mm.
and I think it changed the coach's mind on on me starting the game, and that's how I got a chance. And I will tell you this: I didn't sleep till the game day.
Me saying that you're the last man standing, it's because I couldn't believe how only one person out of all the local best players was the only person playing among all the pros. So I'm like, oh yeah, he's the last man standing because everyone else is, probably
Yeah.
chopped off the team or they're on the bench. So that was props, a hands up to you for that. Feel like there is fairness in the selection of the team, especially in terms of selecting these home-based players and the professionals.
Yeah, I would say there's like they don't favor anyone. If you're performing good, then you get a chance to play.
Mm.
Yeah, because me, I thought I was gonna be on a 23-man squad on the bench, but 3 days to the game, I got a chance to start the game. So I think it's fair.
Mm.
It's about your hard work and
Now we come to the AFCON. At that point, you were on fire. Everybody was talking about Waiswa, the whole country talking about Waiswa, and then it's time for AFCON. I think we were also sure that you're gonna make the team anyway because you're our boy. And then you got that injury. How did that make you feel missing out the AFCON due to injury?
prepared very well mentally, physically, because even 2 weeks before flying to the camp in Egypt, it was in Dubai.
Mm.
I first went to South Africa because I had to finish up with super sport. So I got my new boots, everything like I was ready for the tournament. But I remember it was the morning after 10 session of running.
Mm.
We had a 2v2 game situation that that's where everything shattered. And my knee just got everything ruined. Yeah, but
Uh,
I'm not regretting anything because God plans, yeah.
exactly. I know that feeling right there when you get the injury, when you're playing. Did you know in that moment when you fell down on the ground that this is it? This is it.
Me, I felt it and I knew it's done because tears just started rolling out of my face. But the coach and the players thought I was just maybe, I don't know, just playing my games of maybe getting favors in training. But it
Mm.
was a serious one. I felt it because my knee couldn't move anymore.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that was such a shame, and I tell you, everyone did miss you on that team when they made the final selections. But do you have hope that you're going to play in a major tournament again, and you're going to be selected? Are you working towards that now?
If you're still alive,
Mm.
you still have a chance to do anything you want in life. So I think I still have a chance to do whatever I want. Yeah.
Yeah, and now you're better, aren't you?
Yeah, because I'm more grown up, matured, and yeah, I'm still learning, but I think I'm getting better.
Has your injury healed now?
I think now I'm doing fine. I'm good.
Okay, yeah, but so as long as you're fine now, I think the Ugandans can be happy again that the chance for you to play.
Yeah, even the game we had to have I think last month I was gonna be in Uganda. Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and now you went to play pro after some time with that AFCON. How is that for you? How has that experience been for you?
You know, most people go to pro when they are all fine medically, but I came when I'm injured. I needed an operation, so it wasn't easy.
Mm.
But yeah, through prayers and messages from the fans, I got through it, and I
Mm.
think pro is more interesting and more fun if you get to know the work ethics. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you're playing in South Africa. How is it like to play against Dennis Onyango?
it's always fun because before the game, nights before the game, we're always chatting, and I'm like, hey man, we're going to kick your ass, or we're going. And yeah, he's a funny guy. I think if you've interacted with Dennis, he's a very funny guy. Yeah, but games are always fun because it's never brotherhood when you're playing. It's a war type of us. But unfortunately, the two games we played them were lost. When
Mm,
I was one I was on the bench, one I came in.
yeah. Well, it's been unfair for you because every time you guys are going to verse each other, there is a whole big buzz in the country. Everyone is like, "Ooh, Onyango versus Waiswa." So I hope sometime you get the chance to win that encounter.
Next time I'm gonna score him, and I know he knows that. I always tell him that.
Yeah. How did your parents feel when you went to play pro?
You never know how proud your parents are till you see interviews.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they'll never tell you that face to face. They're always strict, don't do this, don't do that. But I think they're happy, but I still have a long way to go because I still want to achieve more in life. Yeah.
Since you went pro, what has changed for you now?
Everything changes. Your approach on certain things like friends and people, fans. Because some time ago, when fans used to say some bad things, you used to react in a different way. But now you have to like approach me like as a grown up, because what you put out there reflects to the people taking care of you and the team. So you have to be a good example for the country you come from and where you are. Yeah.
Has it been an easy transition for you?
Now it's just starting, but when I just after recovering from the injury, it was quite tough. Was the coach I have is someone who likes someone to push more. So, but now I'm getting there. Yeah.
Did you lose all your friends as well, moving from Uganda and then to?
Uh, I'm not someone who loves losing friends. I try to keep and hold on to old friends, but when you grow up, you lose friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not an easy thing to do. Sometimes you have to choose between your career and
Uh,
the should I call it
yeah.
worldly pleasures. So
I know sometimes you have friends who really feel for you, who really want you to achieve, and sometimes when you achieve more, you have friends who really feel jealous a bit, not in a bubble, but they feel jealous. So it happens. That's life.
that's challenging though, because what can a person do? But I guess that's life, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
But now that you have tested the waters, I call it, tested
Yeah.
at pro football, would you go back to play in the Ugandan league?
If if I had to go back to zero and start again, I would do it definitely because I've already done it again and it worked for me. So I would probably do it if I'm on zero. Yeah.
What do you mean zero?
Sometimes you get injuries, then they lay you off.
Okay, okay.
Sometimes, for example, the coach doesn't want you, or the team feels that they need to take in some other player who's better than you. You have no option but to start again. If you have no options like other teams, then you have to go back home and start again.
Now the changes at the national team, you played under Disabri, and now you're
Yeah.
going to play under McKinstry. How has that been? Have you played under him before, or you're still
I would say I
waiting
would say the only thing we've had with my history are the phone calls and text messages, but I haven't met him in person.
okay.
Yeah, but Unyango told me a lot about him. I think I have ideas, but they don't differ a lot from the Sabri. The Sabri was someone who used to want team to play, team to build the game. Yeah,
Apart from football, what else are you thinking about doing?
I wanna be an entrepreneur.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh wow, wow,
yeah.
that's amazing. I never thought that you would love to be an entrepreneur. I don't know why.
Because I'll tell you something. I don't wanna go and sit down in an office dressed in suits and stuff. No, I
Mm.
wanna do something. Maybe farming. Yeah, invest in land. Yeah.
Wait a minute, farming.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I really like farming that much.
I wouldn't say that I'll be the one going to get the holes and dig. I'll try to get people help me
About
because maybe I don't have that knowledge, but I can invest in farming and land. Yeah.
yeah. Do you watch any women's football or do you support any women's football at all?
I always love supporting women. Even when I'm playing PlayStation, I play using women team.
Advice you would give to the young boys out there in Uganda who are hustling? Some of them are dreaming of becoming pro players, and they're not even being called up on the national team, so they don't know where to start. What advice do you give them?
Yeah, I would tell them a short story.
Yeah.
Most of the people who are in Kampala, I think they know me and they know Lumala, Abdu. We are young kids who started without dreams, like of playing professionally. We play just to enjoy the game. But at some point, if you keep on working hard and pushing, no matter what you do, even if you're playing chess or draft or any other sport, just keep your focus up. You make it at any time, yeah. And I would love to shout out to my friend. It's called it has a foundation called Yadin Sports Outreach Uganda. It helps really to open the young people's minds about sports and how sports can help them. So, Ian, big out to you and Saddam Juma for helping kids. Yeah,
Oh wow.
guys, keep following the Yadin Sports Outreach. Yeah, if you have kids, yeah, they will probably help you. Yeah, and one thing, it's coronavirus. Yeah? We should be aware. Like we should make everyone aware that it's real. People are dying, but just stay safe, stay home, and try to keep your hands clean, and don't touch, don't hug, and yeah, try to keep yourself safe.
Thank you so much, Waiswa. That's been really amazing.
Yeah, it was a great chat, Jen. Thanks for hosting me.
Thank you too.
Yeah. Okay, take care.
Oh my God, guys, thank you so much for joining in. I really enjoyed that. I want to thank everyone who has been watching from day one. I really enjoyed this. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is becoming, yeah, something really exciting and fun. Next weekend, I'm having 3 full guests for you guys. On Saturday, we are going to host Henry Karunji. He's a football legend of Uganda and a national team player. On Sunday, I'm having my mother coming on here for you. And then we shall have Francisca Odega, a World Cup player from Nigeria. She's going to be on here with us. So thank you so much for joining in. I always enjoy having you here on the show. This is the Weekend Star Buffet where you choose your favorite dish. Thank you guys and goodbye.